I might have been a little distracted, and I forgot to look back and see that I was time. Oh goodness. One moment. Let me make sure all my buttons are on. I haven't gone to the bathroom yet. Please be kind. I have to move this to a new thingamajig. Sorry, I have secrets on my iPad that you guys aren't allowed to look at yet. Okay, let's see. This should be on. That should be on. That should be on. That should be on. That's on. Are you on? You're on. I think everything's on, but we will find out shortly if I have forgotten to press a button. Boop. Hopefully not. Oh! Yeah, I forgot to press a button. See, I always forget something. I always do. Yeah, excuse me. Young lady. Young lady, I did not invite you over here. What's that? Go back to the window. You're being so cute. You're not in trouble. Yes. Though you've certainly gotten up to a lot of mischief today. Alright. She has been such a brat all day. For no reason. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's right. You. I'm looking at you. Okay, I was working in After Effects earlier. I should probably close that, actually. Before it implodes my computer, because I opened so many things for stream. What am I doing? Oh, I see. Okay, I think that's all my buttons. I'm fairly certain that is all my buttons. Okay. Excuse me? Ma'am? My goodness. How many times? She has been inviting herself onto my desk without permission, because she sees that Mia is allowed on my desk without permission, because Mia does not knock over my Dr. Pepper. Isn't that right? But someone does not know her own size and knocks over my drinks and pushes all of my keyboard buttons every time she gets onto my desk. I wonder who that could be. What do you think, Miss Duchess Marjorie? Every time. I do not know how she manages this, but every time she gets on my desk, she knocks something over, or she chews on something. I didn't know she was so bitey, and then I found one of my figures on my desk chewed on. And I knew it wasn't Mia, because Mia doesn't bite things. She hasn't in ages. Annabelle was the wire chewer. Isn't that right, Bat? You just need a nipple. And nothing. I understand that. I can't fault you for that one. I just have to keep the things I don't want nibbled out of your reach. And yeah, right, baby. Hi. Hi. She has this, like, wild stare. Oh, hello! Oh my gosh, hello! Hello! How's it going, Bags? And I'm moving the curtain so I can see my cat. Thank you for the gift sub. It's very kind of you. I am simply vibing as I get set up here. I actually really have to go to the bathroom real quick. I feel like I can't do that now. Oh goodness. How was your day? Was your day good? I hope your weekend's getting off to a good start. I'm also missing my sketchbook because I started this character design at work and then I realized I didn't have colors at work. Okay, one moment. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I'm gonna grab my sketchbook. Terrible way to start stream, I know. Well, it's good that it's a half day at least. Sorry, I had to lug Miss Marjorie back over here because she was going to bother Miss Mia. Isn't that right, baby? Yeah, don't look at that face. She's mad at me now. Okay, I'm probably only going to get through one of these character designs today, but honestly, even just getting one of them out of my brain will be immensely helpful. I've been distracted for months by these characters because it's not a clothing style I typically draw. So it was taking me a lot of time to figure out like exactly what kind of clothes I wanted them to wear. Which was fine until it started distracting me from stuff I'm working on for the 1K stream. And now they're haunting my every waking moment, and it's a bad thing. I need them to stop doing that. They have too many characters. I really shouldn't add to my list of characters. Ongoing, growing list. But here I am, doing just that. Oh, by the way, Bags, if you would like to customize your crab, you can be pink, purple, or blue, and you can take the glasses off. We're gonna have more options soon, but Cryo's still working on them. Alright. I might need to pull up references, but for the most part, I know what this first guy's gonna look like. It was either this or figure out how to show me playing Project Sekai on my computer. And frankly, no one needs to witness that. Oh, since Marjorie ran away, I'll turn on the kitty's image. There we go. So we can look at their beautiful faces all the time. But that's the thing. I want my inspiration to wait until I have time to deal with my inspiration. I don't have time to deal with my inspiration right now. I have other things I need to work on. I can't be making character designs every free moment like I would like to. I got too many other things I gotta work on. So I have to move things around constantly. One of these days, I will find the optimal desktop setup, but I have the feeling it's going to involve installing, like, 2 more screens. And if I have to get to the point where I have 4 monitors, I think I have a problem. There's just so many things to monitor when you're live. I didn't have this issue when I was starting out. What happened? Die's what happened. Die in his 15 bazillion programs that he insists me to install. They're helpful, don't get me wrong, but it's very overwhelming. blue. This should go pretty swiftly, simply because I do have a sketchbook with this character already sketched out in it. I could probably take a picture of this and then just draw over that. That might actually be a good idea. For the headshots, at least. Oh my god, there's a tiny dog outside. It was really cute. Somebody was walking their dog. I kinda don't want to take a picture though. I want to get used to drawing this character, which means drawing them 5 bazillion times. Oh my god. So, at home, I've only ever had 2 monitors. Because on a regular basis, 2 monitors is plenty for me, except when I'm streaming, and then I'm like, oh crap, I need 5 million more. Maybe 3 monitors, if I'm, like, doing a bigger project. But at my previous job, which I mean, I kind of understand why they always give us laptops, but also, like, my god, those poor things are getting burnt out in, like, 3 years flat, at every tech job, I feel. So they had the monitor set up, like, 2 monitors, and then if you wanted to use your laptop monitor, you could, which I think I did just so I could have, like, the equivalent of Slack up on my monitor at all times. And then at some point they were like, hey guys, we're gonna give everyone a 3rd monitor. And I'm like, holy shit, I do not need this. Why are you giving me this? I did not ask for this. And then I just had way too much space to deal with. And at one point I think I was just like, please take one of these away from me. I don't need this. I don't want this. Yay! Okay, I knew the Twitch one would work fine. I could not test the YouTube one because the YouTube shoutout is weird. But hello, Kira. Hi, Stinky, to you as well. Oh, speaking of Stinky, one of my cats just went into the litter box. Not to call them out live. I do hope that the YouTube shoutout works. It was like overcomplicated for being a YouTube shoutout, but apparently just with the way that YouTube works, it has to be. It's weird. God damn it, I think it's not working. Dang it! Okay, hang on, let me look at that. Thank you for testing. Nope, that's the wrong button. You were the wrong button. You were also the wrong button. Oh god. Okay, you were the correct button. You were the correct button. You were the correct button. Let me look at variables. Okay, it added your user and user. No, it didn't add your user and user ID. What? Wait, no, there's another. Kira, do it with your name capitalized. I bet it'll work then. Marjorie. It didn't work. What? Oh, the @ sign! Remove the @ sign! You don't need an @ sign, you just type the name. Ooh, that sounds cute. Oh, I don't have a lurk command. Yeah, it's caps, it requires correct caps lock and no @ sign. So the way it works is when you type in somebody's chat for the first time, YouTube will log a bunch of data about your user. One of those is your username, one of those is your user ID, which are two separate strings. Is it an extra T? Did I add an extra T on accident? Let me check. I don't understand. What extra T? Huh? Kira, you have me running in circles. Please explain. Kyra, have I been pronouncing your name correctly this entire time? Oh god, I'm gonna have an existential crisis over this now. Well, how was your Friday? From the ads. It is? Oh, that's not on my end. Yeah, it looks fine to me. That's just a visual bug. Thank you, though. I will keep an eye on that. The thing is, YouTube highlights the hyperlinks itself. That's not something that you, like, do specifically. Thank you. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it shouldn't affect anything though. If it does, that's a YouTube bug, that's not a me bug. Because it's just plain text on my end. I was explaining how this works, right? YouTube logs a bunch of data about your user as soon as you type in somebody's chat. So basically what's happening is, on my end, every time somebody chats for the first time in YouTube, StreamerBot logs their username and their user ID, which is the gobbledygook on everyone's profile link. That's your user ID in YouTube, and just when you're doing the shoutout command, it just puts those into the plain text of that. But that's why it requires somebody to chat for the first time, which I think is silly, but also understandable given the breadth of what I'm going to just call the YouTube user database. I know how awful it is to log, or not log, request information from a database that large, and it's bad. Very bad. They definitely don't want to just let anyone do that. I'm sure Twitch has some optimized way to do it though, which is why they kind of allow it. But yeah, I have other things to do. I mean, I organized all my actions of StreamerBot finally, so now I have folders, and it's not all in one folder. I'd have to do the remember command, and then I was thinking about setting up a point system on the YouTube side, that just works like the Twitch point system. Because I think I can integrate this with VTube Studio. That way YouTube can also steal my hat. And we also have a backup if Twitch decides to implode its API again, which may or may not still be imploded. I don't know, and I do not control it. I'm gonna see if it logged me out in VTube Studio actually real quick. Connect account, authorize. Are we working today? Yay, we're working today! That's a first. Hi, welcome back. Oh, I knocked the camera over. I didn't even notice. One moment. Okay, I have destroyed my desk. Nearly flung my soda. My goodness. It should be over here so we can see your beautiful face. She's back over there, so I'll turn the camera back over to her. Look up, Miss Marjorie. Hi. Hi. Your big, beautiful eyes. Yeah. Are there creatures out there? Hi, cats. We're working on character design today. What? Why are you looking at me like this? Why are you staring at me? Yes, look at the camera. Show everyone your beautiful face. Hi. No, 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 no. That was the expression of curiosity. No, go back to the window. Go back to the window, baby. Anyways, this character is one of a pair of characters. I'm still deciding their exact roles, but they're basically just like background characters. They don't... I mean, everyone gets a story when they're one of my characters. I have a most terrible habit of when I make a side character, they don't remain a side character for very long. They eventually get their own story, and I'm trying to avoid doing that with these guys. We'll see how long that lasts. Probably not long. I'm escaping this torment at the moment just because I'm distracted with other projects, but that does not stop haunting me at other times. Yeah, she's... Marjorie. Back. Don't burp at me. Yeah. She's being a bad girl. She's curious about the camera because I touched it. But she's trying to come over onto the desk so she can boop me. Hi, Philip. Oh, what's this thing? Oh, but yes. So, pair of characters. There's like the... I think... Have I mentioned... I don't think I've talked much about the various organizations in my storyverse. This is one of the major ones, called Folkvenger, and they're basically spellcasters within Folkvenger, but also like engineers. They do both. They had two majors in college. It's the best equivalent I can describe. But so both their outfits are supposed to be more tech heavy and a little bit more sci-fi, given their themes. And that's not something I draw very much. I draw a lot of high fantasy, really. With a mix of like modernism in there, but definitely more on the high fantasy end. But they're supposed to look like modern to futuristic and all that jazz. And I need to look up headphones because I don't know how to draw headphones. I should also pull up outfit I made in Shining Nikki. Jesus, hello. Did I take a screenshot of this? Was I intelligent? No! I didn't! Fuck! Hello? Maybe it's in here. No. In here? No. Alrighty, well... Okay, we're putting you on mute! Jesus, I unlock my phone for 10 seconds. I have to get the screenshot of the outfit. It's a shame that we don't have, like, true booty shorts in Infinity Nikki yet. But we do have them in Shiny Nikki, so I made the outfit in there. Speaking of temptations, I have to keep stopping myself from opening Unity and making my own character designer in there, like a dress-up game essentially for myself. I have had this idea for so long of an open source character maker, thinking like Pit Crews and stuff like that, where you can dump your own assets into it, but I want it to be like a standalone program that you download and open up on your desktop and not a web browser. Mainly because I hate interacting with web code, but that's a personal problem. Wait, have I shown you guys? I made myself in Shiny Nikki too. I'm very proud of this. They're my home screen right now. I'll send that in Discord as soon as I get the screenshot of the thing I need. Which outfit was it? Not that one. There they are. But yeah, like I feel like I need a better idea of how modding works in Unity games, because that's what I'm stuck on right now. Because what I want to do is I want to have it to where an intelligent person, that's not a good way to put it, a person who knows how to code specifically like JSON or XML files would be able to put together an XML file that links to various like PNG images, or if I can figure out a way to do it, GIF images and stuff like that. And then it would just all load into the app. Or more hopefully, what I would like to do is have a UI set up to where even if you don't know anything about JSON or XML, all you'd have to do is like push a bunch of buttons and type a couple of things in, and then you'd be able to like put together your own pack of assets, and then people could share those assets with each other, and then it would be an open source dress-up game. But there's like a ton of various problems that this would run into, I feel. Notably, how to share those assets among various people other than just people sending each other zip files of dress-up items. Which I don't think that's really going to be a problem. But I'm also thinking of stuff like, is there a way for me to detect before someone's going to overload their computer with too many asset files being loaded at once? How do I manage the load of how many assets are being loaded in the game? Stuff like that. Cause like comparatively, I've got thousands of items in Love Nikki on my phone, and like Love Nikki doesn't load all of those items at once. It slow loads them in as soon as I tap on something to load it. But it has other assets that load automatically, and it's just like, how do I control these things for something where I'm throwing it at people and telling them to go ham? It's mainly thinking like, when you go into a game and you walk into a room, that room is loaded. But if you walk into another room, or let's say you walk into like a long hallway, and you're going to a third room at the end of that hallway. When you're in the first room, that third room isn't necessarily loaded yet. It's this trick that people do with video games to load as few assets as possible, where you only really load what the player can see in that moment. Let me draw this out actually. So like, if you're in this first room, and there's like this long hallway there, you can expect a certain amount of time to pass between the point where the player goes through this door and they're gonna reach this door for it to open so they can see this third room. Yeah, it's a loading zone thing, but instead of rooms, it's thinking about assets in a game that is only UI, pretty much. Because the way that Love Nikki does it is you've got your avatar on one side, and then you've got this whole UI of items on the other side, and it doesn't load the asset that's gonna load on the model until you tap one of these. And I think, I don't know about Infinity Nikki yet because we haven't reached a point where that game lags for me, but I know Shiny Nikki does this too, where this image here is a hell of a lot smaller than the image that they're putting on here. So they'll load this a lot faster, but they won't load any of these items until you tap on one of those. So it's a loading zone in the same kind of way type of thing. And it's fine in games like this if you see loading screens, because they don't take you out of the game in the same way that a zone not loading in a 3D video game would. Although there have been some very funny moments with Shiny Nikki not loading assets properly. They have a lot of default assets that are from like the first event in the game. So every time there's a free event, that asset will load first until it finds the file that it's supposed to load. So for a second there you're seeing a completely different event and you're like, that doesn't match up to everything else I'm looking at. It's very funny every time to me. But it also is just like, the way that they've handled those is very strange to me in particular. Okay, here's my first conundrum with this character, is how the fuck to draw his hair. Because the way I've got it is like super curly, which looks really nice, but is very complicated to draw, and I have no idea how I'm gonna shade it, and I also need a way to translate it into my angular style. This is also incorrect, the way I'm drawing it right now. Give me a moment. I just need to get the shape. That was the wrong layer. Oh no. Oh no! What have I done? Ah! This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. This character in particular was also my attempt at making a character that was green, because I don't have a lot of green characters. can probably count on one hand my list of green characters. Because there's Luna, Elaine, no, there's another one. Hold on, I'm opening my toy house. Imric. Imric is green, technically. Even if he's also orange, he's also green. Rooney was another attempt at making a green character, but she's slowly gone from green to turquoise, although I'm desperately holding on to the lime green in her character design. But she's technically green. Percival's green! Wait, does Percival count if she's in my magical girl story and not my main universe? I mean, she's still green. Oh wait, fuck, no, she's also yellow. Because I was gonna redesign. No, she's green. Her hair's green. She counts. She counts as green. I also need more orange characters. I have a lot of blue and pink and red characters, because those are my favorite the favorite colors to draw with. And I'm trying to fill out the roster a bit more. It's fine if they're also those colors. They just need like a little bit of orange and a little bit of green and probably a lot of yellow. I don't think I have any yellow characters. Molon does not count as a yellow character. He's too orange for that. But he's close. Do I have any yellow characters other than Ion? I don't think I do. I think Ion's my only yellow character, and she's technically more of a gold. Oh, Ripon's kind of a yellow. Like, I could just stick with blues and purples and pinks and be like, oh, this is my style, but I want a full rainbow of characters. It pleases me when I have a full rainbow of characters. I think this needs to be lower down on the face. Yeah. They need to have, like, bangs that are getting into their eyes every time they're trying to do something. I'll think on how I want to do their hair in my angular style while I draw their full body. It took me a while to think about how I wanted them to dress. Because I was trying to figure out their personality a little bit. And because I'm the kind of person who really likes putting personality into the character design. As well as making the character design as functional as possible. Yeah, honestly, fucking mood. Oh my god, it's not even my hair. It's Mia's hair and Marjorie's hair that get in my eyes all of the time. Isn't that right, baby? Look at her. She's so cute, but she's so furry. And it gets everywhere. There is no escape from the cat hair. I got a lint roller out to get the cat hair off of a shirt recently. It took me like 5 of the like tape like cutouts on it to get the cat hair off of one t-shirt. Admittedly, I think Mia was using that particular t-shirt as a bed. Hence why there was so much cat hair on it, but still. How you doing, Di? Have you rested up from your late night stream? Did you have fun? It looked like fun, but I am concerned about how your collab-mate lives. Like, objectively I know there are worse cooks than me out there, but I haven't met them is the thing. I'm trying to decide if I want to do hands and hoodie, because that would be this character's personality. It's okay. Hopefully he learned some lessons with working with you through that and has come out a better man on the other side. I feel really mean for saying that, but I do genuinely hope he learned something. Because cooking's hard. It is hard, like, and there's definitely things that you don't think about and you just do, and then somebody very horrifically is just like, oh my god, why would you ever do that? Oh no. That is really funny. They said, please fix this man for me. That is really funny. They said, please help. I'm not getting through. Oh goodness. Oh, since the regulars are mostly in chat right now, I should give you guys a heads up. I told Kara this earlier, but I'm just saying, if somebody comes into my chat spouting some AI bullshit, they're gonna get raked through the coals, and I'm not going to regret the words I say, probably. I'm so tired. So tired of AI. Yeah, Kira got a taste of me just going full in. Oh, Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Just why? Just why? What's the point? To get a measly 5 minutes of joy out of a joyless machine, that all it's doing is ruining your life slowly, bit by bit. Whether you realize it or not, I just don't understand. I had a really delightful conversation with my boss earlier this week because they're implementing policies to allow the use of AI at work, and I was just like, hey, it's not really my place to be like, no one should be using this at work. I understand that. I can't. I'm in the minority here of not being someone who enjoys AI, because I have to be nice and bite my tongue at work and not say I fucking hate AI to every person. And I was just like, is this at any point going to be required for me to use? Because that was the kindest way I could think to put it. And she was like, no, you should be fine. And then we had a really nice conversation about like how AI is dangerous, and I would be throwing a fit about it at work if I felt like they weren't doing enough to, at the very least, protect their data and such with like security. But they are doing a significant amount of work to not leak all of their data into an AI database. Thank fucking God. Which you'd think every company would be doing, but no, there's so many people out there that are just like, oh yeah, just throw every bit of code that you're working on into ChatGPT. That's totally fine with us. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? But it was nice to hear at least one person at my job go, oh yeah, there's a lot of dangers with AI and the way it's being used in technology. And I'm with you there, and I was like, thank goodness. Thank goodness somebody's thinking about this. Cause like, I know some of the AI bros are kind of thinking about it, at my job because it is their job to think about security and stuff like that. But I also know they're too excited about the prospect of using AI to, like, care. And not that they're not caring about it at all or anything, but it's just like, I'm not sure how to put it. I don't really have the words to describe it, at least not offhand, but it's frustrating. Also, holy shit, I did not know that about Neuro-sama. What the fuck? I would not be okay with that. What do you mean he just stole somebody's personality to use for his bot? I mean, I understand what you mean. Like, he probably trained the bot on, like, quotes and stuff from this person, but it's just like, what the fuck? I was reading something, an article earlier this week, that Wikipedia is incurring more costs from fucking bots scraping their data than normal users, and it's getting so high that it's becoming a problem for their normal, like, day-to-day working costs, which is just frankly unfucking believable. It really showcases the problem of the internet, that people think that if it's on the internet, it's theirs for the taking. And that they can do anything with it. Whatever they want to do. With whatever they find. And it's this huge problem with consent that people just seem to not understand. They either don't comprehend or they refuse to comprehend outright because they think it's their God-given right to do whatever the fuck they want. And it's just like, what is wrong with you? I don't want to rant about AI. Oh. No. Thank God, Cass. Oh my gosh. I would have gotten myself fired at work if somebody said that AI will replace programmers one day. Oh my god. Thank fucking God. No one who's actually in the tech world, like, no one who's a programmer thinks AI could possibly replace actual programmers. Could it be a useful tool? Yes, to some degree. But like I told my boss, 90% of the problems I face, like the bugs I fix, are not things AI would figure out how to do. It simply does not have the capability. Oh no, you're totally fine, Cass. See, here's the thing. I don't mind ranting, but I feel like it portrays a very negative side of me, whereas I personally love to bitch about things. I love ranting. I think it's very therapeutic, but I also know that most people coming into my stream are just here to chill. I know some people enjoy my rants, given that you guys egg me on all the time. But I get nervous that it also drives people away at the same time. It's just like, as much as I don't care about individual people's opinions on the internet who I don't know and I haven't interacted with at all, I am still here on the internet to get attention. Because that's what I want attention on the things I create. So I try to be cognizant of it and try not to rant too long. But believe me, if I'm continuing to talk about whatever the subject is, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's more of just like, I could sit here and be a huge piss baby about AI for hours, and it would just be me yelling into a mic. Which, is appealing to some people, but not most people, I would assume. I had to sneeze. That's true. I would actually definitely agree with that. I feel like translation is definitely, machine translation specifically, is definitely a field where large language model AI, like, that's what it feels like it should have been developed for, if anything else. Because that's what it is good at. It's good at trying to figure out how to put words together that match up to the words that you're saying. But it can't do shit like math. It's really terrible at math, actually. And every time I see AI trying to solve a math problem, large language model AI trying to solve a math problem, I just fucking cackle. Because, I think somebody else said it very succinctly. You somehow made a worse calculator on the device that is designed to be a giant fucking calculator. Like, how do you manage to do that? At this point in time, I still wouldn't use AI translation for anything at the moment, purely because I protest the use of large language models in general until they can be made in a more ethical manner. But like I would see like that being a really good use. Another thing, like another way that I've seen AI used as like from a general consumer was someone was like, I was having trouble understanding this assignment. I didn't say to the AI, solve this for me. I told the AI, can you rewrite this in a different way so I could understand it better? And it was like a homework problem or something. And it's just like, this is ways that I could see AI being really useful. Because I know, like, for me, a good half the time I got a question wrong on an assignment in, like, English class was just because I didn't understand what the question was asking. Because it was worded in such a way that I didn't understand. And it's so useful getting a way to see a question worded differently, to understand what the question was asking for in the first place, to understand later, if you see a similar problem, how to rephrase that into a way that you will understand personally. Like, the thing with large language models is I've always seen how they can be incredibly powerful tools, but the problem is 90% of the ways they're being used is as a hammer, with every problem being a nail, and 90% of those problems that they're trying to solve with large language models, it's not that great at solving, because that's not what it's built to do. I mean, it is technically built to do whatever the fuck you want with it, but it's not going to do those things well, because all it's doing is aggregating data. And if you've ever tried to Google search something that is not well documented, you know just as well as I do that it's incredibly difficult to get a straight, correct answer from aggregated data. Because most of the people on the internet, when you ask them a question on Reddit or wherever you want, they're just gonna bitch at you for not knowing the answer. And when you do get the answers from people, 90% of them are not gonna be good answers. See, that's the thing. If it's rewording the math problem, it doesn't have to do math. It's just processing the language of the problem. Oh my god, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, oh, I didn't get into it with the person I was talking with at work, but like the biggest issue I see with the use of AI these days is people trusting it at face value. And I know people have talked about this issue with AI, But the thing is, ChatGPT is not a search engine, and people are treating it as a search engine that just gives you the answer instead of giving you a bunch of browsers. And that's not what it does. That's not what it does. And you cannot trust the answer that it gives you. Not just because it might make shit up, but because 90% of the time it's just aggregating a bunch of words together. It doesn't know what those words mean. It doesn't even understand what your question means. It's just data that is... I'm not sure how to... There's a word for it. I forget the word. But it's not answering the question so much as relating similar phrasing that it sees people use across the internet into something that could be an answer to that question. And people treat that answer as gospel rather than going, okay, let me double check this by checking another website and seeing what that website says. I'm seeing so much loss of just, how to describe it? Just studying as a whole, but also like the ability to research something is being lost right now, not just in younger generations, because it's not just younger generations that are using AI, but it is the younger generations using AI without the realization that they need to be doing actual research. Because they don't understand that the way you did research, or the way you do research without AI, is you don't just look at one website, you look at 5 websites. And you compare what they're saying. You look at how respectable these websites are. Do you recognize the URL? Do they have sources backing them up? Are they an official website for something? Can you confirm that they're an official website for something? You don't see people doing that sort of thing these days. And that's why we get so much misinformation out on the internet. And it's so frustrating! It's so frustrating! Oh my god, because I'm a bad researcher. I'm so bad at it. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I always manage to fuck up my Google searches, and I always have. Where like I just somehow manage to word my Google searches in just the right way to make it impossible for me to find the information I'm looking for. But it's a skill. It's a skill, and it's something I wasn't taught in high school, but I learned better in college and beyond because I started looking for information on how to do searches. And seeing people just give up and use AI instead is just like, oh god, no, don't do that. You gotta learn. This is such an important skill. Like, it's a skill I use every single day at work. When I'm trying to fix a bug that I don't understand, I start searching up stuff like the methods that I'm calling from different APIs and stuff to find the information I need, and oh my god. Like, I never read, is it 1984? Or was it Fahrenheit, a bunch of gobbledygook numbers? There's a book that I think is the one by George Orwell, where it's essentially talking about propaganda is the main thing, and it's a book that's commonly like a high school reading one, that I just simply never covered, but I've heard like the spark notes of it essentially, where people are just accepting what they're told at face value and then propagating that, which is just how propaganda works. But there's a specific paragraph that I remember somebody posting on Tumblr where it was talking about a worker at a book production factory, and basically they would type a line into a computer and the computer would spit out a book, and then they would bind it and they'd be like, there we go, another book on that's been written for people to consume. And it's just like, that's literally what's happening. Like, this is required reading for a reason, and you know it's not going through any kids' heads with that they need to be connecting the dots there, because they're just using ChatGPT as their Spark Notes. I'm like, at least Spark Notes was trying. like, I hesitate to put this as a generational issue, Di. Like, I want to specifically point out generations that are currently in school right now as an issue simply because they're using AI as a way to skip learning things. But every single generation, my generation, the one right underneath me, the one right above me, every single one of these generations is doing these incorrect things with AI at the moment. It's not something limited to just one. And I feel like it does a disservice to a lot of different things to put it as a generational issue. Oh, yeah, no, it's that too. I've had the fortune of being in a very tech-heavy family, but the people I have met outside of my tech-heavy family who are not into tech and stuff like that, like, none of those people know how to do that sort of thing. That's why we have help desks and stuff like that. And, like, I think you've mentioned to me being in a help desk for tech stuff before, but, like, hearing some of the issues people run into on there and I have to ask for help with. Like, it's not a generational thing. This is something that happens every time. It's just the generations that you specifically named, or at least the ones that you say are a little less heinous about it, they grew up learning that as a part of growing up, like learning about how tech works. And so they just have a slight benefit there of this is just how the world works. Like, if you're older than that, you grew up when computers were just number crunchers. And if you're younger than that, you grew up with things that are being solved for you, or iPhones that break themselves and you're not allowed to repair, so there's no reason to learn how to repair. That sort of thing. Also, hi Rylan, I'm so sorry I didn't get a moment to pause and say hi. I've been reading, I swear. And yeah, I have seen things about that court case where it just made up court cases as precedents, and I'm just like, we can see that this is an issue, right? Honestly, even all of these issues with AI, even if they were baked out, I would still have an issue with it, because my personal core issue with AI, outside of it being a propaganda machine essentially, is simply the way that it they collected data to insert into it was entirely unethical, and it goes against my personal morals, which is why I will refuse to ever use a large language model if I can fucking help it. I told my boss, I guess she just didn't come across the article about it, but I know a few years ago, when the AI boom was first starting, one of the major AI companies was discovered to have medical records within their data, and it was also apparently discovered even when they tried to remove that from the data, it couldn't be fully removed from the training of the AI model. And her eyes got real big when I said that, and I was like, yeah, there's articles on that one. I don't remember which one it was, but I remember that being a thing. Yeah. I don't remember exactly what was the issue that had those medical records leaked into the data set. But I do know that it was something that was supposed to have been entirely preventable, and it was on the AI company's fault for not, grooming the data that was being put into the data set. There's just so many issues. So many. And I feel like a lot of people who are seeing these issues as like non-issues are really like understating the danger of them. Because I think a lot about the comparison to photoshopping, especially with AI imagery, where people are like, well, this is no longer a problem. And it's like, no, people photoshopping things is very much still a problem. But there are ways that you can see that somebody has photoshopped something. Like, it's a whole thing to learn how to detect that somebody has photoshopped an image. And honestly, I feel like a lot of techniques of photoshopping, that the ways that you see that something's been photoshopped, carry over into deciding if something's an AI image or not. Or even just a 3D rendered image with how realistic 3D renders are getting. And it's just like, just because these are similar issues, and doesn't mean that it's okay for us to introduce a new one, and it doesn't mean the previous ones have been entirely solved. Cass, I feel that. I don't have anything offhand, but I promise you, there's good news out there. There is good news out there. There are things happening. There are people working to make this world a better place still. And even if those things are small in comparison to how large the more terrifying things that we hear about on a regular basis are, they are happening. The world will move on. The time will pass anyways. We've survived a lot as a species. And if you're an American, as an American, even under the current regime, we will make it out to the other side. Yes, I did see that. I actually follow them on Tumblr, so I saw it earlier. Yeah, I'm considering swapping to subscribing on whatchamacallit. That is honestly actually also another reason that I try to avoid ranting, Cass, is I rant a lot about negative things, and the world needs more positivity. It needs more warmth. Yes, the website. Thank you. Look, it's a Friday. I'm not required to think anymore. I'm off work. You know, as much as I love the way crop tops look, I tried wearing a cropped, or not, it wasn't quite a cropped shirt, but it was like a shorter shirt, and I didn't like how it felt. Which makes me really sad because I love the way that crop tops look. They look so cool. I want to feel like a cool kid again. I want to wear crop tops. Yes, exactly. And yeah, oh my gosh, there's a lot of pushback starting to happen. I have the feeling that as dire as things seem, they will not be quite so dire in the near future. We just have to continue showing as like a whole that we're not okay with these things happening. I just realized he doesn't have pockets to put his hands in, because he's wearing shorty shorts. And I'll put pockets on the shorts still. Yeah. It's definitely on the mind. My next step right now is getting my ID renewed, and then either name change or passport. Haven't decided yet. I should have a like a longer What if he's trans? I didn't tell you if he was trans or not. He might not even have balls. Fuck. That's not the sentence I was expecting to say today. Christ. I'm not a person who enjoys a lot of toilet humor, and yet I've been just crying of laughter all day because Cryo's been sending me previews and work in progresses of the various hats, and oh, that's a good idea, Cass. I'll consider that. I'll adjust the poses and stuff. Oh, but Cryo was sending me work in progresses, and I was really confused. I'll send it to you, Dad. Because he sent me your hat. I was like, you know, I don't remember ordering a poop, but that does sound like a stupid joke I would make offhand. Because it looked like there was a little bird on the crab's head. I did see that. Holy shit. I hope that she is released shortly. Like, very soon. Immediately. Snipping tool. I am trying to take a screenshot of Discord. I'm disabling stream mode. Fuck it. Is that your problem? Yeah, that was your problem. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was incredible. Like, she knew exactly where that was going to lead her, and to have the bravery to do that is something truly to admire. Anyways, I was just like, I don't want to alarm you, Cryo, but I think you need to change that. I don't remember that one. We got there in the end. Oh, I don't know if Cryo's messaged you yet, Kira, but Cryo wasn't sure what to do for your crab hat, the Kira themed hat. We have a noodle hat and we have a dye hat, but we must have Kira as well. I need to stand up for a second before my feet go numb. You have a hat? Please send your hat to Cryo so that we can include it. Do not worry, Cass, we understand. How dare anyone shit in public? In a bathroom? Of all places? If you're going into a public bathroom to poop, you should be ashamed of yourself. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Girls' bathrooms are not for pooping. They're for going in there and checking the mirror, making sure your hair's okay. On one hand, it irks me that when I walk into the women's bathroom at work, the first thing I see is a giant fucking mirror, and then another smaller mirror next to it, and then the giant mirror in front of all the sinks. But I do also use those mirrors. So it's just like, can I really complain? Not really, no. Not like I have hair to fix or anything. If you don't know, the real me in real life has buzzed hair. I shave it off every now and then, which is very fun to do. I highly recommend, like, if you're brave enough to go for a full buzz cut, just shave it off yourself. It's great. Put on Mulan music and it's a wonderful experience every time. I'm not bald. I've got hair still. It's just really short. I actually should probably trim it soon. It's still fairly short at the moment, but I enjoy it more when it's like an actual buzz cut, I think, these days. Which I did not think I would enjoy. For my, like, in childhood, like, at first I had my hair, like, all the way down to my butt, and then it was shoulder length for most of, like, public school. And then near the end of high school I started getting, like, pixie cuts and stuff like that. And it's just gotten shorter. Right? It's so nice. Yeah, for sure, Di. If you don't want to buzz your hair, I totally understand. It's very much a statement. Understandable. I think if I actually did anything with my hair, I would enjoy long hair. Not to take care of, but like the look of it. But I hate having to do anything more than like comb through my hair in the morning. And I do enjoy the look of a buzz cut for me, so I'm happy the way it is. This is why all of my characters have long hair though, because I like the look of long hair, but I don't enjoy taking care of it. It also just like, not typically, but occasionally, it reminds me of when I used to be, was it the Pentecostal church? One of the churches that I was growing up, like, they were really insistent you were not allowed to cut your hair. You could trim your hair to, like, get rid of, like, split ends and stuff, but you were not allowed to cut your hair. And if you had short hair in that church, they judged you for it. And I was like, my god. You need more hobbies in your life. Braiding is fun. Thank you for your hat. I appreciate it. We will not steal it. We are creating it to give it back to you. We're also working on a hermit crab, so that there are multiple crabs. And then I'm going to add more colors. If people have requests for colors, by the way, please feel free to send them in the Discord. I would like to say vaguely on theme, but I take requests. Okay, you say that, Dai, but one of my favorite book series ever has a character who has like a long hair braid, and then at the end of it, they put a like jade ring, and she would hit her enemies with the jade ring. It was fantastic. Artemis Fowl. I wanted to grow my hair out so badly when I read that when I was a kid. I was like, I want a hair that I can hit people with. That sounds great. I've come to the startling realization that the aesthetic for this character I've been going for is e-boy fuckboy, and it wasn't intentional, and now I'm going to lean into that aesthetics further. Envy has the long, greasy, sharp hair. Lust has, like, wavy hair. Don't worry, I knew exactly who you meant. You'd have to clarify if they weren't from Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh! I don't believe either of them did. Lust could lengthen her fingernails and stab people with her hands. Greed could turn into carbon. I don't believe any of them attacked with their hair, actually. Because Envy mostly just punched people. Or kicked them, due to his larger mass. Or density, not mass. Well, both. Technically the same thing. No! No, I did not! I'm on my way! Holy shit! I almost knocked something off my desk. I didn't even type into the search bar. Thank you, thank you. I hate you. This is the worst. Wait! His fucking face! Wait, his face! His face! Never mind, this is great! Hold on, I gotta share this one. Give me a moment. I was really upset, and then I zoomed in onto Tucker's face, and I'm just fucking losing it. Why does he look like that? Oh, well, let me zoom in on here. Hold on, here we go. I'm deeply upset by this figure, but I also think it's really funny that they made his expression look like that. The 1,000-yard stare. That is a great meme figure. The description! Oh, this had to be an April Fool's joke, right? Like, this is peak April Fool's joke. I mean, obviously it's probably a real figure considering it's for sale, but also... It was announced months ago! That's really funny! Really, I have not heard that, Kira. I mean, I've got weird hair. Like, it takes a bit for it to get greasy, but when it gets greasy, it gets really greasy. That's nice to know. I had problems when I was younger, but mostly because I just didn't have a proper brush to brush my hair with. These days, even when my hair gets longer, I just comb it, and that works. Okay, it was a week ago. Okay, yeah, that's April Fool's time. Anytime around April Fool's, is like a respectable time to announce an April Fool's joke as like merchandise to me. Oh, that makes sense. I need to know when they make a Farina figure, because I need a Farina figurine still. I have an unofficial Farina figurine, but I would like an official one. Oh my god, I just saw a Miku that I need to look at closer. Please show me birthday Miku. Where is the birthday Miku? I want to see birthday Miku. How many Ruby figures are they gonna make? My goodness. Oh. It might have been a mixture of both. I am thinking now though, because there has to be a character that attacked with their hair, because I remember something with them, with the character attacking with their hair, but it wasn't Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh my god, that Miku figure is really cute. I don't need it. I don't need the Miku figure, but she's really cute. I don't need it. Oh no, wait, that's one of my favorite outfits. Fuck! Why'd you have me look at Good Smile? No, I'm looking at Miku's. I'm trying to think now. Characters that attack with their hair. Was it someone from Soul Eater? Soul Eater is what's coming to mind, but I don't think that's correct either. Or wait, no, it might be Soul Eater, because their weapons could come from anywhere. Anime character attacks with hair. Google. Tell me the characters that attack with their hair. Listen, there's a reason one of my catchphrases is, "Can I steal your outfit?" One of the Gorgon sisters. Oh, I never watched Soul Eater Not. I should. I'm also thinking of the girl with thorns from hair from Boku no Hero. And Google is telling me about a character from Fairy Tail, but it definitely wasn't her that I was thinking of. Bayonetta can't attack with her hair? I've never played a Bayonetta game. I should. I love her style. She looks so cool. I am not immune to hot women. I've got a list of anime characters that can move their hair, but it's not any of them that I'm imagining in my brain. So I think I am just mixing up animations of Fullmetal Alchemist and Soul Eater. Where's my reference? I need that. I sent it to myself, right? Yes. I just need it for the boots mainly. No problem. If you remember, please send the name to me and what anime they were from, because I swear I remember a character that attacked with hair in the way that you're thinking of. But it wasn't from Fullmetal Alchemist, for sure. Pin that man. Wait. Not like that. I did! I finally fixed the shout out! Yay! I fixed it on both ends. Oh, yes, I can send you a video actually. The way it works is the person you're shouting out has to have spoken in your chat at least once before you can shout them out. But otherwise, it should work perfectly for your purposes. Oh, okay, cool. If you know how to export things, I could export it and send it to you that way as well. Hang on, let me dig through my various MMD videos that I did not need to watch because I should not be playing with MMD right now. I saw a cool thing that I want to use in MMD, and I still haven't figured out how to use it in MMD, and I'm really confused. This is the one I followed. This breaks on Rexy's name? Why would it break on Rexy's name? Oh, I see. It's because you got emojis. Okay, bet. Wait, hold on. Don't type anything yet. I'm gonna look in StreamerBot. Let me look at the variables. It looks like it would work to me. Oh, I see why it's breaking. It's breaking because YouTube chat does not allow... Wait. Oh no, that's just the trans flag. What? Yeah, that works for me. What do you mean don't work? Works perfectly fine. I see what might be possibly the issue. So, YouTube chat emojis and YouTube name emojis are processing differently in OneCom for me, and also in the YouTube chat. Because I see like a plain flag and then the trans symbol for Rexy's username, but when I copy pasted it, it changed to the trans flag emoji. It is the emojis that are definitely the thing that's breaking it though. any sort of ASCII symbol or emoji tends to be problematic with this sort of thing. It's because webcode is transphobic and homophobic. Also, it works fine for me. Sorry to tag you real quick on Rexy. True! Okay, let's get some colors on this bitch. You're not a bitch, I'm sorry, sir. Probably. I saw this one was a very recent one from about 7 months ago. He mentioned that there were some issues with it, but I think it all boiled down to just the, needing the variable first. I don't know, I skipped past the first bit. I skipped straight to the ones that told me what to type, because I figured I'd figure them out, and I was right. Let me see if I can export. Because I was able to import. Ooh, okay, here we go. How do I add you? How do I add you to the export? Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Okay. Oh, no, don't do that. I think I got it. He wanted his 20-minute runtime. There were points where he was describing things where I was like, oh, you're doing this for runtime. Okay, I don't know why it didn't save an extension to that, but this was my export, apparently. To be fair, he did explain it very well, and if it was for somebody who's not as technology driven as you and I, they probably needed that extended explanation. Yeah, I know. Still, they should have put an extension on it, even if it was just like a JSON. I don't like seeing text files without an extension. They scare me, okay? That should have an extension on it. You're hurting it. But I want to know what it's doing at a glance. I don't use Linux. I'm a baby. I had to use Linux in college once so that we could, what is it called? Not a cherry pie. I called it a cherry pie in front of my dad. He didn't correct me, but he said the actual name for it later, and I was like, oh, I'm dumb. I couldn't remember that. Raspberry Pi, right? That's what it's called. You had to use Linux on the ones that they provided for school. And I was so confused the entire time because they did not explain Linux well. I do not know if you can use OneCom on other devices. It is... It's really just a host thing. Oh wait, I was supposed to change the pose. Oopsie. I wonder if I can host OneCom on like my laptop or something instead of on my main computer. Cause it's a browser, right? I have to funk around with it. Hi Furnace, how's it going? Yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, I totally throw the money as a donation, but I don't want to pay a subscription. Is their application very cool? Yes. I do not want to pay for it, though. Nice. Oh, I was thinking about this earlier. I have another tip for you if you'd like to hear it. I don't know how applicable it will be for you, because the thing about guidelines is like they're unique to each person for how you think about the way that you want to structure a face. So the ones that you're using, totally fine. You don't have to change them if you don't want to. Also, those notebooks that you get at conferences are fantastic for doodling. I think every family member just would like shove a stack of them at me whenever they were required to go to a work function. I have so many with like random brand names on them. I don't even know the brands. Because like my dad would get them all the time. He'd just be like, here's another sketchbook for you. But I was gonna say, with the facial structure thing that I pointed out, where you weren't doing like a shape here at all for the side of the face, one of the things I do to help encourage making sure the shape is there in my guidelines is you'll see that I do these like bump outs where the top of the cheek is and the noses, and the ones for eyes, I actually do diagonal lines instead of a straight line across. And then the ears, like right here. Hello. Because the way that shoutout on Twitch works and the way that shoutout on YouTube works is different. We literally just talked about this earlier, Dai. It's not good paper, Cass. Sometimes they're good paper. It depends on how much the company wants to impress you with paper. Oh, I just like keeping it separate for my own purposes, Dai. You can change that. That's just an organizational thing on my end. It does depend. Sometimes I have gotten books from those where like the paper is actually like startlingly nice. But most of the time it's just like slightly above printer paper. It doesn't shout them out on both platforms, as a heads up. The YouTube one only shouts them out on YouTube, and the Twitch one only shouts them out on Twitch. I'm considering on whether or not I want to change that. Pretty much just because I'm not sure how, like, significant it would be for the people I'm shouting out. Because if you're on YouTube, you're gonna stay on YouTube, and if you're on Twitch, you're wanting to stay on Twitch, typically. Yeah. That's another reason why it's separated. The other reason it's separated is the way it has to... Because it doesn't know if you're shouting out on YouTube or if you're shouting out on Twitch. You'd need a second variable for it to determine whether or not it should do the YouTube output or the Twitch output. And I don't want to send somebody to a link that is a bad link. Ooh. Good luck with that. Pointy calves. I'm really enjoying my new Kiki style instead of my Boba style, which I think is a very funny way to describe my styles, and I'm sticking with it now. Because like I instinctively put a lot of sharp lines in my sketches. I've always sketched similarly to this. And now I'm just leaning into that more for my line art and stuff. Ooh. I will admit, even though I do have my phobia of driving, and like semis and stuff sound really scary still, like learning to drive one of those has to be really cool. Right? I wasn't sure like how far spread the Kiki Bobo meme was, but as soon as I was reassured that it is widespread, it is now the way I define my artwork. And you're like, oh no! No! My hat! Okay, it looks like the Twitch API is still borked. Alrighty, Furnace, yeah, get some good rest. You have to wake up early. There we go. My hat has been stolen. Oh wait, it was stolen and then given back. I'm gonna reject it. Did you mean to steal my hat? Because Furnace also stole my hat. I'm confused. Is my hat ever stolen? It's not with StreamerBot, it's Twitch API with VTube Studio for some reason. Is not working properly for me at the moment. Is my hat supposed to be on or off? I can't tell. Schrodinger's hat. Something weird might have broken with it. I'm not sure what. That's a good idea. I might switch it over to StreamerBot because it's being funky with YouTube Studio. Stolen, thank you. That is true. That is true, Cass. I do think it's such a funny psychological question of like, yeah, the sharp one's Kiki and the round one's Boba. Oh my god, yeah, Dai. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about this, but I swear, anytime... No, yeah, because, I think you were agreeing with me on it. Whenever you open a program, and it's got, like, the shittiest UI, but it's, like everything's organized. It's just, like, it's not, like, fancy. Like what StreamerBot has, you know that program's gonna work in a snap. Like, you know it's gonna be good as soon as you figure out how to put everything together in it. But if you open up a program and it's got like snappy, snazzy, modern UI, or like a website where it's just like, it totally looks bootstrap built, that website's gonna break. Like, in 10 seconds. Yeah, absolutely it is. When I opened it up, I was super intimidated by it, but I opened it up and I was like, oh, this thing's powerful. Like, I don't even have to dig into this much to understand that this can do a lot. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but you can judge an app by its cover. There's a non-zero chance tomorrow, speaking of judging apps by their covers, that I will be playing a video game on stream, because I've been playing Coral Island again, which is Stardew Valley, but 3D. And I'm sorry in advance, because the way that I play farming sims is probably mildly unhinged, and if it's not unhinged to you, it's because you are like me and you have to min-max everything, and you're gonna hate the way that I min-max things. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. I was surprised how stable VTube Studio is with its UI and with what it does. Like, every time it does break on me, I'm not surprised by it. But I am surprised how often it is they fix the issues very quickly. Like, as much as it does fall into that category of, oh no, it's got good UI, it's not going to be a good program. It is a good program, and it is well supported by its devs. Yes, thank you for self-care. My things are not showing up in OneCom anymore. Why aren't my redeems showing up in OneCom? I want to see my redeems. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true, Di. I don't have water. Let me get one. Oh, sorry. Hi. Good morning. Are you sleepy? Any potions? I do have 2 on my desk, but I'm trying to get better about drinking water, because I'm very dehydrated. I've been getting some headaches. So I must take at least a sip. Yeah, I had one before stream, but I haven't opened up one on stream yet. Hi, baby. Are you a good girl? Oh, you're not gonna talk to me now? You're not gonna talk to me? You're too good for me? You're just gonna stare at me grumpily because I woke you up? Because I messed with plastic? Oh, bite me. Bite me. Are you a big baby? You are. You are. Oh, there we go. That's a good scooches. They've been so cute lately. Oh my gosh. They keep walking up to me on my desk and then just plopping speak of the devil. Okay, you can have this one. Come here. Come here. They just want to be held. They just want to be held in my arms for a little bit. And so they keep just crawling over and then sneaking onto my lap until I just hold them for a little while. It's the cutest thing. Hi. Yeah. She literally just did it. It's so cute. I'm just an enabler. Why are you like this? Yeah, you just want good scritches. It's so adorable. I can't help it when they do it. I let it happen, and I don't want them on my desk, but they keep being really cute. Yeah. Are you a cutie? Are you a cutie patootie? What if I do this? What if I do that? What if I do that? I am still very shocked with how much Marjorie just lets me manhandle her. Like, I'm always afraid that I'm making her uncomfortable, but then she just, like, as soon as I put her down, she turns around and comes back for more. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good girl, yeah. Good job. Okay, you can lay back down. I know, I woke you up, I disturbed you. Then I petted you and I left you alone. Ma'am. Ma'am. Oh my god. If it wouldn't be a nightmare to keep clean, a cat cafe would be so cute to have. Oh no, Kira. Yeah, Mia has started meowing more again, and it makes me so happy to hear her again. But she'll come up to me and she'll just go meow because she wants to be petted. But like she comes up to me like with the most distraught meow I've ever heard. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Brr." That's really funny. She hasn't done it when I'm streaming. But I hope at some point Mia comes over and does it when I'm streaming because it is so cute. And it's definitely loud enough that the mic would pick it up. Okay, you're not a purple character. You're supposed to be green. You're supposed to be a green boy. Green. Green. I have to think in greens. I'm not good at thinking in greens. I think in blues and purples and pinks. That's why the line art's pink. Let me look at my silly little reference I made in whatchamacallit. Yeah, you can have some red. Reddish pink. Marjorie has run away and is now aggressively cleaning herself. Probably because I smooshed kisses all over her face. I wonder if, like, in her, like, I'm not sure what to call it. Not heritage. Ancestry? She's got some ragdoll in her. Because it reminds me of how ragdolls are described. In that they just kind of flop when you pick them up. cause it scared the shit out of me the first time she did it when I picked her up, and she just like kind of went limp in my arms, and I was like, oh my god, Marjorie, are you okay? I should ask the vet about it next time. She's never seemed like upset or perturbed by me picking her up, unless it was like an obviously like me messing with her pick her up. But I don't know. Oh, you could just do that at a as a stream though, Di. I haven't been to a cat cafe, but I have been to a place where you could just come in and interact with cats for a while. And it was just like a big room where the cats run around and stuff, and they had like their own little safe space. Like if the cats didn't want to deal with people, they could go run in there and be left alone. But you could play with like all the cats in the room, and if you wanted to adopt, you could talk to the owners about adopting one of the cats that was still available. And it was so cute! Oh my gosh! I don't know how cat cafes set it up, but I would assume it would be some sort of thing where the cafe portion and the cat hangout portion were separated a bit. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. I understand now. The TikTok room would be separated from the people room. I won't lie though, like, if I ever really got into TikTok, my feed would be filled with those. Really? That's interesting. I personally would just be more worried about the cats getting into the food rather than the, like, just the cats being in the same room as food. Or how to describe it. Less about the food being contaminated by cat fur and more about the cats eating something they shouldn't. Because I wouldn't want the cats to get sick. And, there's plenty of, like, cats, especially, like, strays and stuff, that are gonna be, so ready to chow down on any kind of human food that they see. Like, Marjorie, I literally have to hold back if I have food on my desk sometimes, because she gets really excited and she's like, oh, food for me? I'm like, no, that will make you sick. As I told the vet, I have finally understood that the times that she gets diarrhea are the same times when she's managed to get into the trash can. Thank you for Crab Raid. Oh, I need to link those still. I need to have it linked so that those run automatically. Oh no, I forgot about the double post. I need to fix that too. Yeah, but cafes have like sandwiches and stuff. I mean, it depends on the kind of cafe. But also drinks that you don't want cats to get into. You definitely don't want them to drink coffee or anything like that. I do think something that surprises me that people don't know about is not just the number of foods that cats and dogs are very allergic to, but the number of plants that you cannot have around cats. Like, every time somebody's like, wait, what, you can't have that around cats? I'm like, how do you not know this? This is like basic cat facts. Like, any kind of lily, you cannot have around cats. I can't remember... It's anything in the nightshade family as well, which includes tomatoes and onions, I believe, are in the nightshade family. Cats will get sick from those. Lilies are quite literally deadly. You do not want any sort of lily near cats. There's a few other things. But those are like the two major ones where it's just like, no, you cannot have those. Yes! I tend to avoid air fresheners in general, except for the ones that I use Febreze to spray into their litter box when it gets too bad. But the ones I get are never citrus scented, just because I don't enjoy citrus. It's very overwhelming for me. I'm not liking this green. It's reminding me of the bad green in some form, although it's only, it's not the bad green. It's a different green than the bad green, but it's reminding me of the bad green, which infuriates me, so I have to change it. That's better. I think it was just too saturated. No, wait, no, that's worse. I wanted a dark green! Where are the dark greens that are good? I know they exist. I know I enjoy them. Why can't I find them? That's better. I just need to be more olive. Okay. I understand my mistake now. Oh my god, it's rigged. I'm trying to decide if I want a gradient in this guy's hair. I think I do, but I don't know what the gradient color should be. Do I need this anymore? I don't think I do. Bleached tips. I need to group, duplicate, alphabet. It might be a little bit difficult to do with this hair tie. Sorry. Troublemaker. What the fuck is this press and hold any key for OSD? What the hell is OSD? My computer's doing weird things. Hold on a second. Cool. My computer's weird. Oh, I see what's happening. Oh my god. When I was moving around, my pill bottles got caught under my monitor and have been pressing buttons on my monitor. I'm so confused because it was like a weird pop-up that wasn't actually from Windows. It had the weird UI that you see on monitors and stuff. Dropped up under. I don't want to put red in the hair because I feel like that's gonna feel Christmas, and I'm trying to avoid Christmas. Like, red's a good color to mix with green because complementary colors, but I want to avoid Christmas. We don't want Christmas feeling here. Where'd my reference go? Let me just flip. What if I'm just good at the game, Kira? What about that? Pink is also red. It's like a specific shade, isn't it? You're no longer invited to my green rant video, Die. That's the exact color of red that it was always mixed with the color of green that I hate. How dare you? You come into my chat and you attack me in this way. I don't even dislike red. I love red. Red's a great color to use. But you mix it with this green and it becomes the most horrific thing I've ever looked at. The only time it's acceptable in any form in public is when it is Christmas time and everything's happy anyways. But I don't like it. I don't like looking at it. I just accept that it's going to exist because Christmas exists and everyone loves Christmas. Hello, thank you for the follow, Only Ricky. One moment please, I have to rant about the color red. But mainly the color green, because everyone loves this green. They want to put it on everything in public, and it's disgusting. It looks horrible, and how dare they make me look at it? Also, yes, I am haunted by blue. I'm genuinely fucking haunted by blue. Like, oh my god. When I was growing up, I had to be the, like, not like one of those girls. And I didn't want anything pink. So they were like, okay, everything's gonna be blue. For you. And I'm just like, what if I don't want... What am I looking at on Twitch? Is it the name color? I'm choosing to ignore the name color. Oh, I see, hello, thank you. Hey, the auto shout out worked, nice. I understand now, I was very confused by your message. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, Only Ricky, I really appreciate it. Run. Oh my god. One moment. Okay, now you can hear me again. Hello! If you're in chat, you can become a crab. There are a few colors for you. But hi, I'm Ambrosia. I'm a fairy. I'm a wizard. I have a 1K celebration coming up. I'm doing art. Is there anything else important for me to say? I always forget. I'm not good at this. But yeah, become a crab. Go up and explode somebody. Thank you for the crab grave. The cats are not currently at the cat cam, so I'll turn on the cat picture for you guys. But I do have cats that coming back eventually. I'm doing art. Call me Ambrosia. My pronouns are they, them. I'm working on a character design. I do a lot of character design, a lot of OC art. I play games sometimes when I just need to beat the shit out of something, and I love to rant about the color green. Speaking of, I was currently ranting about the color red. And it's adjacent issues to the color green. You see, there's a specific shade of green that exists in the world that I personally hate. It's the only color that I dislike. I like other greens. Other greens are fine. But there is a specific shade of green, VTube Studio on my phone crashed, that just, it's ugly. It's tacky. It's horrible in every way, shape, and form. And every time I see it, I want to stab it. And it's everywhere. The first time I remember seeing this shade of green was on the old facilities logo. Whenever we would go to facilities, and I would stare at the sign, and like, I like facilities, but I hate their old logo. I don't like their new logo either. The green they picked does not go well with the red that they picked. But that's a matter of personal opinion, and it's not the same as the old green, so I'll accept that it's a better green. Look, red has more positive association. I can't even finish, I'm sorry. Anyways, thank you for coming to my regularly scheduled green rant. Oh, no worries, do what you gotta do, I totally understand. I'm just here to vibe. If you guys gotta go get a bathroom break or whatever you need to do, go do it. We're just here to vibe and do character design, while I put off doing things for my 1K celebration. I swear I'm getting things done. I promise I'm getting things done. This is why I hired Pandora to poke at me every week and manage my things for this event so that I would not procrastinate. Let's see. Something about this displeases me, but I don't know what it is yet. Something is amiss. Is incorrect. And I haven't nailed what it is yet. But I will find it. You know, I know you said it was a joke earlier, Dai, but I think I might make this character's eyes red. I think that does actually fit. See, look, it's not rigged. Dai won. It's only mostly rigged. I have to have a 50% win rate. Ooh. Let's see what else. Part of the inspiration for these two characters was Kita from League of Legends. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just always say Kita in my brain. It's not automatic. I have to press a button. Which button is it? Oh, did I delete that button? I think I deleted that button. Hang on, I got you. I just have to do studio mode real quick. I think it's supposed to be this one. It's my old music. I don't know how loud it is though. Is it too loud? I could probably set that up to be automatic actually. Sweet. I haven't touched it in months. What was I saying? Oh yeah, one of the inspirations for these two characters was Kita. Because I wanted to do the cool face mask thing that Akali has with the teeth that glow and move when she's talking or singing, technically. I always thought it was really cool. Ooh. I hope it comes soon. I'm waiting on a commission that I'm hopefully going to change into a stinger animation. Or it might be my new starting soon. Unsure yet. We'll see what it looks like when I get it. But I know that should be finished up soon. And then I have another commission I'm waiting on for a bigger project that I don't want to spoil just yet. Oh my god. I think if I went for more custom background music, I'd go to the same person, because Dinchi did a really good job. But I think I also, the next time I have background music, I want to make it myself. Scream into a mic and call music. Have I shared with you my masterpiece? I call it a masterpiece. I don't think anyone else would think it is a masterpiece. It is a song, and I use song in the loosest form of the word, that I created several years ago. And it's the worst fucking thing you'll ever hear in your life. I think I played like 2 seconds of it on stream, and then I paused it, and then everyone in chat said never play it again. I just wanted to see how much of a cacophony I could create, and it turns out you can create a pretty good one. I wonder if I could do even better now that I'm learning how to make music properly. I think my instructor would disown me if I did that, but it would be funny. It was very funny this week. I asked her about editing vocals, and I sent her the video that I used to edit the voicing for the video I'm doing for 1K, and I woke up to a rant this morning of everything the person did wrong in the video, and she's just like, come next week with your audio. Genuinely the funniest thing. I am having a bit of trouble with this gas mask. Because this is where the key to inspiration comes in. I had an idea yesterday, and I'm hoping I can pull it off. It's not supposed to be like a real gas mask, it's just supposed to kind of look like one a little bit. Not this kind of gas mask. What is it? Particle mask, maybe? Yes! This is what— dust mask, that's what it is. A respirator. I want the display bit, this teeth bit, to kind of like move like the like heartbeat monitor type of sound wave looking thing. My eyes are up here. But I want it to be like Daft Punk style, like display on the mouth. I'm really proud of myself. I struggled a lot with doing like more modern clothing and stuff like this for a while, but I'm getting there. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting better. Move that over back here. This isn't quite what I want. It doesn't feel right yet. But it's a good enough start that I'm gonna leave it as is. I need to learn how to draw headphones too, still. The nice thing about both these characters, though, is they don't have to draw their fucking ears. Which is a struggle point for me. Ears and feet. But I do have to draw headphones instead, which is a problem. Oh my god. If you hand me a character that is 100 feet and 100 ears, I'm blacklisting you. How dare you come into my house? I should put this in a folder properly so I can move things around. I'm trying to figure out how to explain these guys. Because I'm very bad about not explaining my magic system regularly to everyone. And it's complicated. And possibly kind of boring, I don't know. I'm always nervous that as soon as I start talking about world building, I'm gonna make it really boring. but like one of the main ways of magic, and I think I talked about this possibly at one point, one of the main ways of doing magic is through song. And it's called song weaving. And both of these two are song weavers, but they are also another side of song weaving, which is called, well, it's not just song weaving, but it's kind of like another portion of magic slash engineering kind of combined. Magical devices, in a way. And a lot of like modern day song weaving is done through certain devices. And so they need people who manage them, like, you know, sound engineers essentially being the equivalent here. And that is what they also do. They do a mix of both of that. Long story short, I was really obsessed with one of the openings for Project Mirai, where Miku, like, magical girl transformations from a schoolgirl into her Miku outfit, and that spawned an entire magic system. This is not a joke, this is actually what happened. I can go find that opening right now. Yeah, Project Diva... Is it the second? No. Oh, it is! Project Diva 2. Is it this one? Yes. I think so. Is it? No, this is the one where they're just schoolgirls, I think. Yeah, it's not this one. She like walks into a room. I remember. This one! It does not say which one it is. Is it just Project Diva? I don't know. I'll find it later. If somebody cares to see it. There's another thing. Maybe, Mermaid Melody? Because that's, Mermaid Melody's a magical girl anime where, and manga, where they sing to defeat their enemies. And I adored that one as well. There is another one. What was the other inspiration? I'm trying to remember. I know it was those two and then another one. No, I never saw Symphogear. Or played it. Is that a game? Symphogear anime or game? Or both? I might have seen part of it. No, I never watched it. I've heard of it, though. No, there was another one, though, and I'm trying to remember what the other inspiration was. I know another Vocaloid song definitely inspired, like, the visuals of it. Synchronicity. Part 2 and 3, I believe. Mainly part 2, I think, if I recall correctly. But there was something else that inspired the song weaving part of it, and it wasn't like bards or anything. Because I was aware of, like, the existence of bards, and I was like, no, this is gonna be different from being a bard. I am not like other magical girls. It is basically just being a bard, though. I don't like this pose. No, this is gonna bother me. Because I swear I was just thinking about it the other day, too. The other problem is, it could be anything from a video game to a book, to an anime, to a singular Vocaloid song. That could have been the other inspiration. No joke. Because, like, Kokoru, the Vocaloid song, inspired an entire character of mine. Although there are, of course, other inspirations for that character. Oh, this is gonna bother me all day. Am I just thinking Full Metal Alchemist, maybe? Full Metal Alchemist inspired a lot. It might just be the alchemy circles, because the alchemy circles inspired how magic looks. Which also comes from the way that I've always wanted song weaving to work. Oh no! No! Yeah, that's why I appreciate YouTube auto-saving VODs forever. It's a really nice feature. I tried to record while streaming one time. It doesn't work for me. I think it's too much strain on my computer. I think I'd have to get like another graphics card or some bullshit to get it to work. And I really don't feel like doing that. I already have to get more storage space. I'm running out of storage space because After Effects exports everything in such large files. Oh no! Oh, that's sad. shit, really? That'd be nice. I'll probably do that. I need to get like another thingy to hold them in my computer tower. Because mine's not set up properly at the moment. They're kind of just hanging out. It works because they're like pressed up against the side, but it's not great. I might change the pants. Still deciding. I had less of an idea for his outfit, unfortunately. I kind of want to avoid refurbishment ones because I need drives that are going to last a while. So new is usually better in that case. But that is good to know. At least to recommend to other people. I can in peace? How do I make it to where I can in peace? Can I do that on Twitch? Or is that just YouTube? Because I think I can do it on YouTube fine, but on Twitch it pisses me off every time. Oh. Discord is fine. I don't have to in Discord because I have funny emotes. But I hate it on Twitch! And Twitch is really annoying. Because like if I'm gonna do an emote on Twitch, I'm gonna go through the list. It's hidden in Twitch! I can do it on Twitch! Tell me your secrets. It's my least favorite thing on Twitch. Observe. I'm observing. I'm watching. I'm waiting. That's understandable. I'm just very paranoid. I need to do a backup. I haven't backed up in ages. Oh, I see a message. Oh, it's me. Hi. Ah, I see. Thank you. Cursed. Yeah, it's converted for me. Really? 6 terabytes for 100? I'll have to look around. Chat settings. I don't see anything. Chat appearance? Yeah, I don't see. I simply think that I should be able to do emoticons in peace on Twitch. They should not auto-convert it to their weird-looking ones. It's such a different emotion. No worries. I just appreciate having the knowledge that I can. That is good to know. Yeah, I really gotta figure out a way to draw this curly hair in the new style. That's gonna bug me. Because otherwise it's gonna look painfully awkward. I have actually been thinking I need to make a bold character because I don't have any. I like to add some variety, you know? Hair is just really fun to draw. Okay, I do have to give them, like, light magic as a theme if I do make a bold guy. You're right, you are actually correct in this statement. I don't want it to be their head that does it, though. I have to do the joke properly if I do this. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. No wonder I didn't know you had a hat. It's why all your raffles are rigged. Your third eye is controlling them. My favorite color combination with green is actually purple. Same for red. I really love red and purple. I really love green and purple. Hence the purple and green theme here. There's these, when I was like super young, there's these ladies that would always dress up in red and purple for like parades and stuff, and they looked so cool. I mean, like, cool as in like tacky old grandma wearing like incredibly bright funky clothing, but like that's what I want to be when I'm old and wrinkly. That's cool to me. Every time I saw them at, like, events and stuff, I was just like, you're the coolest people ever. I will be you one day. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Thanks, Di, that's gonna haunt me. Red like YouTube, purple like Twitch, and green like DeviantArt. Picarto TV doesn't exist, it can't hurt me. I actually tried Picarto when it was still like a budding thing. But I was really confused by streaming at that time. This was before I became a VTuber. This was ages ago. But I kind of want to go check it out again and see if it's, like, actually used. Because it was supposed to be, like, an art streaming site. Because that was at the time Twitch wasn't technically allowing people to draw. Like, you'd have to do, like, fan art of video games and be under the games category or some weird shit. You had to do a workaround. There was no art category at the time. Excuse me. My throat decided to do a weird thing. I don't know why. We're gonna be here a while I pick a purple, by the way. Well, I picked several purples, actually. This is not what I had in mind, but I like it. But does it fit the character is the main question. I like these purples, but I can't decide if I like these purples together. I want to keep the mulberry, at least, though. He needs an accent color. He might be too ashy. His name's Ghost, so I wanted to like make his skin tone ashier to emulate that, but I might have gotten too ashy. That just looks like a weird cotton candy mix. No. But I like the idea. Now he's just making me think of the Project Sekai character with purple hair. My friend Shilian called him a clown last night, and I was like, well, I like the clown guy. And you can't judge me that harshly for that. I've always made villager noises. No, I have no interest in seeing the Minecraft movie. They actually added, Microsoft games to the boycott, actually. So I probably won't be playing any sort of Minecraft or anything. I can't stop myself from doing villager noises. That's too ingrained in me now, but... I know the hair just doesn't seem right yet. The hairstyle is set. It's supposed to be like pulled back into a bun almost. Or a messy ponytail. It's more figuring out the colors. Maybe I'll pull up my Pinterest board. I have a Pinterest board of like various anime wigs with cool hair. That whenever I need like a hairstyle that looks especially cool, I just go there. It solves all my problems for me. There's a couple wigs in there where it's just like, I need to make a character specifically so I can use this hairstyle. Like, hold on, let me open this one up. I need to make a character for this hairstyle. You will understand when I show it. Like, look at this hairstyle, that's cool as fuck! I want a character so I can put a heart in their bangs like this. That's so cool looking! But it's like so exaggerated anime style. It's perfect. I love it. I don't save these for like realistic hairstyles. I save them for outlandish ones. Like here, I'll just show my board. I know I have some dyed hair in here. Yeah, there it is. Maybe I should go for streaks like this, where it's more ombre. I might have gone down the Lolita route for a little while there, so there's a lot of really pastel colors. Or maybe something like this, where it's just like a galaxy ombre almost. There's another one. Oh yeah, the rose hair. I wanna make a character with rose hair. Cause it just looks cool. I need to save more things to this board. Oh, wrong brush. Actually, you know what? Exactly. If it doesn't take your cosplay makers at least 3 cans of hairspray to make the wig for that character, you're not making their hair anime enough. Now there's a thought. I'm liking where this is heading. Nice! It's the funny numbers. I told somebody once that I think, like, all the numbers we have associations with are really funny. And they gave me a weird look, and I'm just like, look, it's just a number. It's just that we have an association with it. That makes the number funny. Don't give me a weird look, because I think numbers are funny. I'm in the career of numbers. Of course I'm gonna think funny numbers are funny. I think it was at college when I said that too, and I was just like, you're joking, right? We're at the College of Funny Numbers. And you don't think the numbers are funny. What's wrong with you? I did really like the pastel look, and I kind of want to keep it. I'll refine where the color patches are later, on their actual references. This is just a concept. Please explain the joke of 2 and 4, Kira. True, Cass, true. I was so proud of myself. I got my code done on time, even early. This past sprint, and I submitted it. It was all good. I was going through QA, and QA was just like, "You made a typo here. You 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 made a typo here." Well, all right then. I won't be early next time. That's a lie. It's good that I was early to catch all of those. But I'm still sad. It's alright. None of the typos were major. They're pretty much just visual issues that I forgot to correct. It was UI code, so I didn't want to look at it. That's why I forgot to correct it. Oh. Ooh. That is a funny number. Thank you for adding funny numbers to my collection. Actually, the UI I was working on was pretty functional. We're working in MVC, which is a kind of offshoot of .NET code for making web UIs. And you can, in the HTML, you can add in C# code through Razor code, which is really, really cool. It is my favorite way of doing UI. That's a lie. I really like doing Unity UI as well, but when it comes to web UI, I really enjoy MVC the most, because it comes most naturally for backend developers like me, is the main reason. What did YouTube censor? Excuse me. That is weird. Why did YouTube censor that? I feel like this is the kind of character who would have like a big paint splatter design for their t-shirt, but do I want to draw a big paint splatter every time? I don't think I do. I think I would hurt myself if I did, so I have to think of a different pattern. I don't want to do stripes. I feel like stripes is too easy. Yeah, YouTube censors a lot of weird things. YouTube does not like big prime numbers. It cannot lie. Also, this one's for you, Kira. I'm really tempted to just write "there are two wolves inside you" on this guy's t-shirt. I am almost tempted to taste carbonated milk. I feel like it would taste really nasty. Like, I don't like sparkling water, so I don't think I would like sparkling milk. But, like, I have to try it. Did you guys hear the chirp? Hello? Hello. You know what? I will allow it, because I need a moment to think. I do need a moment to think. Come here, my darling. No, you're allowed. You're allowed. You're not banned. Come here, you're invited. You're invited. Come here. You're invited this time. Meow, 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 meow. Spicy Sprite? Come here. You see this? Hold on, put that on the floor. You're allowed up here. She doesn't trust me now. I am inviting you. Come here. The fact that you've had it before, Cass. Oh my goodness. Ma'am, I want to pet you. I want to pet you. Let me pet you. Yeah. Yeah, they stink weird. Do they stink good to you? Is that why you like sniffing them? Yeah? Come here. Come here. Come here. She wants to come here so bad. But she does not trust. Come on. Marjorie. Marjorie, come here. Come here. Come. Come here. She thinks it's a trap. My darling. Marjorie. Marjorie, come here. Is there another kitty coming over? Where is Mia? Hold on. Let me check on Mia. It's making funny noises, and you don't like the funny noises. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Life is so terrible because the water machine is making funny noises at you, isn't that right? So terrible. So terrible. And there's a hole in the middle of your food bowl because you ate all the center food first. But it's not empty, so I won't fill it back up for you, so you have to smack it everywhere. And there's not enough water in the water bowl to play with and make a mess with. So you have to kick the litter out of the litter box until you can't do that anymore. And then I step on it and I yowl really loudly. Yeah, like Legos. And you're not allowed on the desk unless it's a weird moment, and then you're allowed on your desk. And then it's really weird. Because then I just hold you for a while. And you don't know what to think about that. What do you think about that? She is now in her flop era. And by that I mean she is starting to flop in my arms. There's so many weird things in the world, and you don't know what to do about it, and sometimes I put a weird little vest on you, and I take you outside, and then outside's really loud, and you don't know how to handle that yet, and it smells weird, because outside smells weird. Isn't that right? Yeah. And sometimes you just snort weirdly, and you don't know why you do that either, but it startles you. And I'm always looking at this weird big black box thing that turns pretty colors. And you don't know how to handle that either. Isn't that right? She's making faces at me. Life's so strange. So weird. And the other cat here, you want to play with her so badly, but she always hisses at you. You don't know how to handle that. Isn't that right? And you're trying to teach her how to play, but she doesn't want to play. She doesn't know how to play. What's this? What's this you got here? Oh, what's this you got? Is this a paw? Is that a paw you got there? Is that a paw? Yeah? Am I touching the paw? Ow, 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 ow. That is my boob. Ow. Yeah, that's my boob. That's my boob, and this is your paw, and it has claws on it, and those hurt. Yeah. Is this your other back paw? Yeah. Oh, she's starting to swish her tail angrily. Marjorie has not growled at me, or even hissed or anything at me. She's like bit me in like I'm uncomfortable type of way. But not even that wasn't that hard. And I don't want to, like, upset her, necessarily. But I also feel like she needs to learn that she can't do those things to let me know that she's upset. You okay? You're breathing weirdly. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. What? Here you go. Nope, nope, you're not going that way. You're not going that way. No, ma'am. Ma'am, there's another way for you to go. Oh, I wish I could take a picture of this and show you guys. It's really funny. There you go. Good girl. Ow, you had to dig your claws in right at the last moment, didn't you? Yeah? Yeah. I do not understand most of the words you have just said, Kira. Yeah? Oh, do you understand Spanish? Can you come translate for me? She just did the cutest little meow. It was adorable. Do it again. She's knocking a toilet paper tube around with her tail and she doesn't realize it. But she's really excited about the noises it's making. Yeah? You have more to say? Yeah? Oh, tell me all about it. Meow meow meow? Huh? Yeah? You have more to say? Oh. Yeah? Good girl. Tell me more. You have more to complain about. Miss Marjorie? Miss Marjorie? Is that all you had to say? Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. That irritated me about Latin too when I was learning that. I don't know how many meows you could hear from Marjorie, but it was very adorable. Miss Marjorie. Meow 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 meow. Miss Marjorie. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I feel like as a native English speaker, I'm not allowed to complain. Because as much as other languages break the patterns, I think English is still the worst offender. Marjorie? Yeah? You have more to say? Are you being good? Or are you getting into business that you shouldn't be? What are you doing, baby? Hi. Yeah. You have lots to say. You're saying so many big words, baby. You may not go into the bathroom, baby. Marjorie. Baby. Yeah. Oh, swish, that's it. So much drama. I don't know how much the mic is picking her up, but she's being very loud. She has lots to tell me. She won't meow when I hold her. But she'll meow as soon as I put her down, which I think is really funny. Yeah, no, absolutely. At least 3.5. Marjorie? Yeah. Tell me more. Tell me all about it. Are you gonna walk away? Okay. No! I'll have to find a way to get it to pick up Marjorie's noises, because it's really cute. She just comes at me and goes, meow. You can have full conversations with her. I used to have full conversations with Mia as well. But then she stopped meowing, but she's starting to meow more. So maybe I'll have full conversations with Mia again, which I think would be really, really cute. I feel like this pattern's too cutesy for this character. But I love scallop patterns. I think they're cute. Mia! Marjorie! Meow 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 meow! Where's my kitty? Yeah, there you are. Tell us all about it. Tell me more. What do you have to say for yourself, darling? Meow 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 meow? No, that's all? Okay. Preacher? I'm on my way. Oh my gosh! He's so cute! I want to put a post on Blue Sky that has like a bunch of different emojis of flying creatures and tell people to send me cute birds, but also like I want like butterflies and bats and all sorts of fun creatures that fly. Because I want to see more cute birds. Birds are bugs to me. I think she's done. I think she's mad that I keep bothering her. I follow a Tumblr blog called One Bug of Day, and I sent him this wonderful snail picture I have on my phone. Actually, let me find it. I'll send that to Preachers. It is the biggest snail I have ever fucking seen. It is so cute looking though. I love snails. There's so many snails around here. They're adorable creatures. They're just wonderful little guys. Oh no! Cats aren't supposed to cry. Oh. Oh no! It's so sad! It looks like it has a little bit of an eye problem. So hopefully that's all resolved for that kitty, but the noises. Where's the snail? Maybe I have to go on Tumblr to find her real quick. Because it wasn't too long ago. And I know I reblocked it. Oh right, I forgot. Okay, it might be a little buried. I was just really excited about Persona 5 again, alright? Leave me alone. I'm very normal about my video game people. Where's the snail? Show me snail! There they are! I'll show it on stream as well. Look at this beautiful creature. I just saw him on my way to work. I literally spotted him in the grass and I was like, oh my god, I have to stop and take a picture of the snail. I do not care if I'm late for work. Look at this little guy. So perfectly shaped. Just a wonderful little creature. Adorable. He's just a little boob. Okay, I think maybe a checkerboard might work here. Well, the problem is, checkerboard is in an area that folds a bunch, which is really annoying. Yeah. Oh, of course, I imagine so. Anything posted in the creature's channel, at least by me, is always allowed to be shared. For other people, please ask, but for me, you can forward. I would love to go to like a butterfly house again. They're so fun. And the butterflies love me. I don't know why. They always land on me. Oh yeah, that's good. It just needs to be a different color. There's always like a bunch of snails on my front porch and stuff, and I always try to avoid them with my scooter when I'm going out. They're just little guys being themselves. I just sneeze. Excuse me. I couldn't get to my mute button in time. Apologies. Yeah. I feel like I'll probably change up this guy's design, but I didn't have like a solid idea of it in mind. But this is a good start. It gives me a visual, so my brain stops haunting me constantly. I do think I'm gonna head off for the day and end a bit early so I can work on some stuff that I need to finish. But I do see another artist online today. So if anyone doesn't have a recommendation for me to raid into. I will raid into them. I don't know if there's anyone on YouTube to raid into, though. So I will definitely take recommendations there. I'm checking real quick. I'm also like super sleepy, so I might just go straight to sleep, I won't lie. I've been super sleepy lately. I would like to stop being sleepy. Furrow is live! We're raiding into Furrow on YouTube! Oh my god! Okay, this is my first time. This is my first YouTube raid. Everyone get in here right now. Right this second. How do I do this? We have to raid. Redirect. Okay, we want to go to, yes, Furrow. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never gotten to redirect on YouTube. Yes. Let's fucking go! Button, raid message. I have... Does it work on this side? It may not work on this side. It may only be Twitch side. Hold on. Holding? Thank you. Did it post on there? Yeah, it posted on. Okay. It's okay. It's the same raid message everywhere. I'll update that so it's on the YouTube side as well. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Do I need to pull up his stream myself? Because stream's weird? Maybe? I don't know. He's playing Minecraft. He's on a he's doing SMP stuff. But yes, we're gonna raid over there. Everyone have a lovely night. Get some good rest. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. But yes, okay, so do I just end stream? I don't know. I'm gonna press the button. Okay, yes, it will immediately end and redirect viewers. I'll see you tomorrow.